Okay, hello there, listeners. As a continuation to the previous episode, in which I described a way that I see, I draw a possible way to make transformation in our society from a hierarchy social structure into a circular social structure. So, as a continuation to that, I wanted to um, put a spotlight upon nationality. Nationality is not it's not exactly a hierarchy system. You know, there could be a hierarchy system that is not based on national, and also there could be like nationality, I guess, that is not built in a hierarchy way, maybe. Um, but but I think the national idea is very much connected with the hierarchy system. They're like two ideas that are supporting each other, um, that are like like motivating each other in a way. I think. Because you see like nationalities usually have like a leader. It's have leadership usually, and usually it's just built in a hierarchy way. You know, usually a nation is like a certain or kind of like a certain very big group of people that don't know each other. No, they don't all know each other because it's like giant group of people, and they have like a hierarchy structure of like leadership in a way usually. um, and I think the idea of nationality is the idea that I'm connected, that I'm a part of a group that is so big that I don't even know, like actually most of the people in the group. I don't personally know them, but I am like connected with them in this group. It's allow the existence, or it support the existence of a giant hierarchy structure. And a giant hierarchy structure is like extra dangerous because it's allowed like a few people or a single person to hold like an like just crazy amount of power being isolated in the top of hierarchy. And that's, I find it very, very bad. I find it very bad that like a small amount of people are isolated with lots of power. But if you want to know exactly why I find it that bad, if it's not like nature in your mind, so you can go to like 2 episodes ago. I was speaking about it a lot. And also in the preview episode I was speaking about it. So you see the what I wanted to say, I think, is that the national idea is making it's like not natural with the it with the with the circular um, social structure. It's more natural with the hierarchy social structure, because because if I'm living in a circular social structure, it's mean that the most important people to me, is the people that are immediate in my immediate surrounding. You see, if a snake bite me now, and I have like 10 minutes to live unless I get like medical assistant, I will shout, help, help, like, wow, I have like only 10 minutes to live, I have to get help now. Who will be there? Who will come and help me? It's the people that can hear me shout, right? It's the people that are in my immediate surroundings, my family, my immediate neighbors. Okay. So this is like my most important circle. Yeah. It's the people that I see every day that are, if I have like a fight with them, then it will be like straight in my face all the time because I see those people all the time. It will be a big problem to me to have a fight with them, and it will be a big a very, very beneficial and great for me to have good relationship with them and happy relationship, it will be like, it could be the most important thing that I have, my relationship with my immediate surroundings. So this is like my first circle. Then my second circle will be, if there is a fire birth, who will be the people there going and pouring water at the fire with me? It will be my neighbors, the people that live close to me, and that the fire come close to their house as well. So again, it's like, if I'm looking on like other troubles, I see like different circle that I'm connected with. But again, it's like the physical distance from the people, or the physical distance. It's like the as much as someone living closer to me, so I have more in common with him. He have more effect upon my life. My connection with him, the the quality of my connection with him have more effect on my life. If there is if the river is polluted, okay, so it's a problem that my village and the neighbor village, the village that is around the river, or the neighborhood that is around the river, or whatever, need to solve together, because it's a problem that is that we both share. If one of the villages is throwing shit into the river, we need to like, it's our communication with this village that can solve the problem. So what I'm saying is, as someone is more physically close to you, it's have more the relationship with him have more effect upon your life. Now, the national idea is saying that you are like, if someone believe in the national idea, okay, let's say I don't know, I'm French, okay, and I'm sitting here in my village, and my neighbor in the other village is Daruz, okay, or he's British, whatever. Okay, let's go to Europe stuff. Okay, so if I'm believing in the national idea, it means that I care more about other French people. Okay, I feel more connected. I put more focus and energy upon my connection, or my even maybe my theoretical connection with people that I don't even know, that living like hell far away from me, and I don't even know them, better than my connections with my neighbor. Like I see the connections with someone that share my nationality as more important than my connections with my neighbor. Maybe French and England is not good example. Maybe like maybe Israeli and Lebanoni. Yeah, that's actually a good English words. Example. It's a good example. If I see myself as Israeli, so I care more about my connection with other Israeli people that live in Tel Aviv or Jerusalem, or maybe even in another country. Yeah, but actually my neighbors are Lebanese. They live right here, and in the end of the day, if I have a fight with them, then they throw bombs at me. My connection with them affect me more than my connections with, like, I don't know, someone living in the other side of Israel that is Israeli, or someone, you know. Yeah, and in this way, I think borders, like physical borders, here in between Israel and Lebanon, there is like a 3 meter high concrete wall, and upon it like a giant metal fence. It's like a really serious, big physical border. And I think those borders are really serving this hierarchy power structure. And by that I mean they serving the people in the head of the hierarchy power structures. Because when I cannot meet my neighbor, and I cannot get to know him, it's very difficult to me to develop a relationship with him in any sort, especially relationship that include like caring and loving. It's difficult to care about someone that you don't see. it's much easier to throw bombs at someone that you don't see. It's much easier to agree to the government to throw bombs at someone that you don't see and you don't know, and you don't have not economical connection with, and not friendship connection with, and not family connection with. If there was no borders, and people were not trapped in the national idea, then probably I will already had like friends from Lebanon, and all kind of connections in Lebanon, and maybe even like a lover from Lebanon or something, and or a family members in Lebanon. And if it was so, if we had like economical and family and friendship and just knowing each other connections with their neighbors, it will be hell difficult to convince us to agree to have a war on them, and the same things on the other side. If the Lebanese will know us, it will be much more difficult for the Hezbollah to convince people to shoot missiles at Israel. So in this way, the borders really serving the borders and the national idea are things that really serving the hierarchy power structures that are just keeping the people in the bottom of the hierarchy under fear and being abused. So yes, so I recommend, let's get rid of the leader hat. It does not serve us, and let's get rid of the idea of nationality. It also does not serve us. You ask yourself, what do people need nations for? What do you need nationality for? I need the people that live with me, close to me. They will come and help me if a snake bite me, and the people from my village, they will come with me and take the fire off with me when the fire bursts. And the people around in the village around me they will care about the river being polluted, or stuff that are related to the region. But what do you need nationality for? Like um, what does nations are doing together, as a group of people that count themselves as like a part of a group connected to each other in a certain way. What do they do this together as a group? I think the main answer is war. I cannot think now about anything else that a nation is doing as a nation, not as a community, not as a family, but as a nation. I cannot think about anything else that they do except fighting war together. And I think if you ask someone, what do you need a nation for, or what do you need a country for, they will answer you, we need to protect ourselves from from the enemies around. And I have a few things to say about that. First, it's absurd to solve the problem by the same thing that create the problem in the first place. And second, wars are bad, So if you see that the main thing that nations are doing together as a nation is war, so I think it's just like give more weight upon my saying that nations is a thing that does not serve the needs of people. Nation is an idea that does not serve the need of people, and 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 another. I have two more things to say about that argument. That saying that nations are fighting war together, so they are like protecting each other. And the first thing I have to say about that is that the October 7 is good example for that, because you see, in October 7, when the attackers came from Gaza, who were the ones that protect the people in the first place, in the first hours? Oh, bombs again. I don't know if you heard it in the record, but it was the first bomb I heard from quite a long time. Yeah. So when the attackers came from Gaza into Israel, the people that protect, it was people from the communities. It was neighbors that took like guns and went outside to fight the Hamas. So even then, even if you being like attacked by some other group of violent people organizing a hierarchy social structure and trying to put violence at you, most likely the person that will be there to physically protect you is your neighbor or your family. Okay, so that's once. And second, um, and that's a really interesting point, I think. I'm living here in Klil. Most people in Klil see, if they believe in nationality, they see themselves as part of the Jewish nation, and our neighbor villages are Druze. It's like Druze is like completely like different nation. They have like their own leadership and culture and habits, and they speak Arabic. They even have their own flag. There is like a Druze flag. And those people are the ones that have the highest percent as like a group in Israel, the highest percent of serving in the IDF, in the Israeli military. So even for that, even for fighting a war as a hierarchy organization, there is still it still can be done in like a few nations together. You see, there is like now in Gaza there is not like one nation fighting. There is like two nations. There is the Jewish nation and the Druze nation fighting together a war. So even doing that, the national idea does not serve us. Because they could have been, if there could be two nations, then there could be like also 5 or 6 or 7 nations fighting together, and there could be like just a bunch of people that are not like see themselves as a nation, that that see themselves as a circle, as people that living close to each other and being attacked. Maybe they can protect each other without this idea of nationality. And yeah, so along the idea of dropping the leader hat and the idea of leadership and the system of hierarchy, I also really highly recommend to drop the idea of nationality. Same, it does not serve us. Think about it. Think when we dream our social structure that we want, don't we want to dream about the social structure that will be the best in just serving our needs? I think this is quite agreeable. And yeah, so ask yourself if the social structures and the social idea that you have are serving your needs, are serving your surrounding needs. Yeah, maybe we will get to different answer than I do. Maybe you will think about it and say like, well, yeah, I think nationality or maybe even hierarchy serving my needs in the best way, better than general humanity and circularized system. Maybe you will get to this conclusion. I don't know, but I think it's also agreeable that it's good to ask ourselves: are those structures, are those ideas serving us? So I recommend everyone to ask themselves these questions, and yeah, you already heard my answer. So if you got inspired with that, great, and if not, it's also okay. Anyway, thank you, listeners, for listening. Bless us all. I hope may all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful.